So today I'm going to be doing a review on the 1975 concert that I went to in April. It was on April 24th. It was in Las Vegas at the Chelsea in the Cosmopolitan. Um, so here's my review. I drove from Cedar City to Las Vegas to go see them. I got there around 5:30, so about an hour and a half. The doors opened at 6. The show started at 7. They were super organized. They looked at our tickets and gave us a wristband and then took us into a holding room where we waited in line. When I got there, there was about 150 maybe people in front of me. So I was pretty decent in line considering that the show was sold out. There was tons of people there, thousands of people there. So I had a pretty good spot in line. And they had us wait there until the doors opened at 6. When the doors opened, they took us into the venue, and there we waited. When I first got into the venue, I was pretty much right smack in the middle of the crowd. I was a little to the right, not quite center stage, but I was right in the middle of the crowd. And there we just kind of waited. They let us in at 6. The show didn't start till 7, so we had about an hour to wait. But a fun little story about what happened while I was waiting. I was just kind of looking around, looking at the ceiling, looking at the people behind me, just kind of checking out the venue because I had never been to that particular venue before. And I just happened to turn around and look at the stairs that were behind us where people were walking down onto the floor. And the twins from the last season of The Bachelor were actually there. They work at Marquee Nightclub at the Cosmopolitan, I think, and so that's probably why they were there, but they also said that they were big fans of the 1975 on their Twitter. But I saw them and I was kind of creeping because I think they're super adorable and they were some of my favorites from this last season. So I was like creeping on them and they like walked by and were like standing up against the barrier on the right hand side of the stage. And I wanted to go say hi to them because I think they're so cute. But if I would have left my spot, there's no way I would have gotten back into the center of the crowd. And I had a pretty good spot. So I didn't go say hi to them, but I actually tweeted about it and about them being there. And Emily replied to me and told me I should come say hi next time. So next time, if I ever see them again, I'm definitely going to say hi. If you like the twins and you see them in public, then definitely go say hi because they want you to come say hi. Back to the concert review. They did have an opening band, but I cannot for the life of me remember the name of the band. It was called the Japanese something, but I don't remember what that something is. The Japanese, don't remember. They were pretty good. Not my type of music, not something I would listen to on my off time, but they were pretty good. It was kind of like techno-y. She had a lot of special effects. She had a lot of voice-changing things that were going on. She was super talented, just not my type of music. And she actually, she must have had someone contact her, or her manager, or her band's manager, or something, because there was a proposal in the crowd during her set. And she was like, so-and-so, will you marry so-and-so? And they said yes. So someone got proposed to in the crowd at a 1975 concert. So, hashtag goals. That was weird, but goals. I want to be proposed to at a concert. That's like my ultimate, like I would not be able to say no if someone took me to a concert and asked me to marry them there. After their set, the 1975 went on about a half an hour after while they changed the stage and the set and all of that good stuff that goes on in between acts at concerts. And the 1975 had about an hour and a half, hour 45 minute set, which is a really long set, like for a headlining band. They were on stage for a good 2 hours when you factor in all of the talking points and stuff like that. We got to see them for a long time. They were on stage for a long time. But it was super awesome. They opened with Love Me, which was their very first single off of their latest album. I Like It When You Sleep, for You're So Beautiful, Yet So Unaware of It. I'm pretty sure that's the title. There's a lot of words in it, so sometimes I get them jumbled up. Tell me if I'm wrong, because I don't want to be wrong. I don't like being wrong. I want to fix it. I want to tell you the right things, the right names. But as soon as they came on stage and as soon as they started to play, the crowd went insane. Everybody was pushing forward. Everybody was jumping around. Everybody was dancing. It was crazy, but it was crazy fun. so much energy the entire show. And the 1975 are one of the best bands I've ever seen live. They have really, really great stage presence, and they're just so talented. They work well together. They perform well together. Matty interacts with the crowd really well because he was the only one that really talked at all he was actually the only one that talked at all to the crowd through the entire performance, but he was very good to keep the crowd involved. There was even a song that he asked us all to put our phones away so that we could have a genuine moment together at the concert. I am terrible at this too, so I'm not judging, I'm not throwing shade or anything, but a lot of people tend to take a lot of pictures, they take a lot of videos, they have their phones out for a lot of the concert, because obviously you want to remember it, you want to have things to look back on, but you do need to put your phone away for a couple of the songs and enjoy it, like genuinely enjoy that you are at a concert for one of your favorite bands, and they are there in front of you in person, and you're not just watching a YouTube video that someone posted of them, or watching them on an award show or through a TV screen. They are there right in front of you, so don't spend the whole time watching the concert through your phone. Otherwise, it's no different than watching them on YouTube. And why spend all the money to go to a concert and to buy tickets if you're not going to appreciate it? So make sure that whenever you go to a concert, you're putting your phone away for a couple songs and genuinely enjoying the experience of being at a concert. They sing a mixture of songs from both their self-titled album and their most recent album. So if you were an old fan or a new fan, there would have been something on the set that you would have known. They played also a lot of their musical songs that are just instrumental songs, which were really beautiful to hear live. They closed the show with The Sound, which is their latest, I believe it was a sound. I might be wrong, so don't quote me on that, but I think it was a sound. But that is their latest single that they have released. It's gotten really popular. It's getting played on mainstream radio, all sorts of stuff, so it's really nice. But yeah, they closed with that. There was a lot of lights, a lot of special effects, which were super awesome. I actually made it to the barrier for the last 4 or 5 songs of the set, which was awesome. There's nothing better than being front row for one of your favorite bands. But I just kind of moved with the crowd, and that's how I got there. When someone moved, I took their spot. When someone walked one way, I walked the other, and I made it to the front of the crowd. So that would be my tips for you if you get there a little bit later, but you still want to be front row, is to just kind of move with the crowd, see how things go, just work with it. The one thing that I would say was a downside was I waited in line after the show was over to buy merch because I didn't want to miss out on getting a good spot by buying it before the show. But I ended up waiting in line for an hour and a half to get merch because there wasn't very many people working at the merch booth. So that kind of sucked. That was one downside to it. But other than that, it was good. The show was amazing. If you ever get the chance to see the 1975 live, I 100% recommend it. If you have seen them live, let me know how your experience was. Let's compare notes. I love talking about concerts. I love talking about music. I love talking to other people about their concert experiences. If you haven't been to the 1975, you haven't seen them live, but you're thinking about it or you want to, and you want advice or you want tips or you want to know how the show is, anything like that, then you can ask me. You can leave it in the comments below, or I will also post my social media on here in the description, so you can tweet me or send me a DM on Instagram or Snapchat me or whatever form of social media you use. Contact me. Let's talk about it. But that's going to be it for the end of my first concert review video. I hope you liked it. If not, oh well. I don't care. I'm doing this for fun, and I enjoyed talking about it. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up, and you can subscribe because I'm going to try to make more videos. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. This is kind of just an experiment, like I said, in my intro video. But yeah, I will for sure be posting a video about the revival tour and doing a review on that. I will add some pictures and videos that I took from the 1975. Either you've already seen them or you're about to see them. I don't know yet. I still suck at editing. I'm not very good at it. I'm working on it. I'm still filming on my webcam until I can get an SD card for my camera and a tripod because I don't have one. So sorry it's bad quality. Sorry the editing will be bad, but I'm trying. This is an experiment. So I'm going to cut it off right there. I'm going to stop bothering you. I'm going to stop talking because I'm sure by now you're like, dude, you're repeating yourself like 5 times. Like, get to the point. Come on. So that's it. I'm done. I will see you next video. Peace.
It's